All right. Oh, I need to let everyone know I'm gone live, don't I? Post it. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My dog is right here, so that's why I'm like a little. He's getting love in the morning, like he always does, until he gets his sunbeam, and then he'll disappear. That's what he usually does. Welcome, everybody. My name is Enigma. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Hope you're having a great week so far. Happy Tuesday to you. Before we get into anything today, right, Whiskey? We're just doing all sorts of fun stuff. Pardon me. If you would do me the favor and the honor, of course, here I am. I always got to clear my throat. Always. If you would do me the favor and the honor of hitting that follow button or subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch and Twitter, subscription on YouTube, I'd greatly appreciate that. As I am looking for growth this year. And I'm not going to fight all these kitty cats. Not when they attack me from behind. But we're playing Final Fantasy V. We're going to start off today by getting rid of some of these higher profile jobs that I am kind of working on here. In particular, Red Mage. Oh, look at that. Bart's hit 8 times. That's because of the wonderful little doohickey that the I can't even talk. The Ranger gave to him. The Ranger. The Ranger. Ah, da da da, you're gonna die. But we're having a good time. We're trying to get some of these jobs taken care of because of the combinations. We get some pretty nice combinations coming up here. And in particular, like the Barts having the rapid fire. Goodness gracious. Thank God for the mute button. Dang. Bart's having... okay, well. Bart's having the rapid fire with having the double fisted with the monk means he gets to hit 8 times. So that's pretty awesome if you ask me. And he's about to do it again. There we go. As the good things are happening, I am happy. Hope you're happy as well. As I do a Russian accent now. For no reason. I do apologize, but everyone knows in my... whatever. No, I'll take that. Get to go. You said my stab, I just killed it. No, don't do that. But the rapid fire with double fist means he gets to hit 8 times. We're working on Red Mage for Lena, just because of dual cast. Two of the most important. There's a level up. The two most important to me, well, three most important classes to max out are Ninja, Ranger, and Red Mage. Of course, and then you need White Magic in there as well. Just simply because it's... Why would you attack the one on the back? It's weird, Bartz. Let's see what happens here. Betty's a good day. It's Taco Tuesday. I guess I should think about what I'm making for dinner tonight. I hadn't even thought of that yet. The fun part is now that we have that boost up, which I didn't know about, we'll be able to max out all the jobs.
That's right. We're going to max out all the jobs there. All right. We got Bartz has 10% extra health.
Galuf Master Call. Okay, so that's actually... it for Summoner. Okay. Why not? Red Mage is important. It's important to have Red Mage. It is. That's what we need, is to make sure we get Red Mage because of dual cast, guys. That's what we're looking for with Red Mage. I just realized I did something dumb there. Oh well. Yep. And it's gonna hurt him. Yep. Like a fool! That was my fault. But at least we have access now to Cure Magic with him. There we go. Take him down. Take him down. That's right. That's what we're doing. We're taking him down now. That's what's going on. Hope everyone is having a great week so far. I didn't sleep real well last night. Not entirely certain why. But I just didn't rest. I slept, I know, but I didn't rest. I don't know if anyone else has ever had nights like that where you know you've slept because time's passed, but don't feel like you've rested. That should do it for that guy right there. Yep. And I'm thinking with these boosts, I might try to even do Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy III, which are two games I've never actually beaten. In the Final Fantasy franchise. Reason being, of course, is by the time those games finally came out here, I had moved. You know, there were much more. The games were kind of outdated. You know, why to me, why would I want to play 3 when 5 is out there. Why would I want to play 2 when, there's, 7 or 9 is out there. So it was just there were better games available at the time. And, that's just me. And I've tried to play them. I've tried to get into them. But they are... 3 is difficult. And 2 is difficult. And they're both difficult for all the wrong reasons. That's the thing. Don't continue... wasting all those attacks on that big thing. That little thing. That should probably do it. Not do the entire rapid... Oh, I was wrong. But I'm thinking of 2 and 3 because of the boosts. One problem I've always had is the difficulty, and, why would I want to play those when I can play other games? Well, the difficulty will come down considerably if we're getting 4 times as much experience, building points, etc., etc. So, we'll see. There we go. Ow! It hurt, comrade. It is not good. Not to hear. It's not to get that. That hurt. They take the bone and they throw it at you, and it hurts. Takes you down. How close? Yeah, so you still got a long way to go for Red Mage. Red Mage is, if you don't know, is dual cast. The $9.99 is for dual casting. And to say it's an important skill to have for your mages, for anybody, quite honestly, is an understatement, to say the least. I don't think so. Let's take you out now. There it goes. Really? I thought for certain that would do him in, but I guess not.
I guess not. That's what we're doing here. Giggity, giggity. All right, all right.
Another preemptive strike. Good. Very important. There she's going to work. Girlfriend just left for work, right, Whiskey? She'll be back later. You gonna lay back down? Okay. He has to rearrange himself sometimes. In other words, he's trying to bully me off my foot carriage from my reclining couch here. He's lucky he's cute. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a cute dog. He's lucky he's got that cuteness factor to him. Otherwise, he would he'd have some problems. Wow, we gotten lucky. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. All right. You're not. That might do it for him. I don't think I need to worry about... I was wrong. That'll do it. Got it. People are going to be like, Enigma, are you sure it was in the dual cast? Is it that important? The answer is yes. Dual cast is very important. Just like rapid fire is important for melee fighters. Yeah, I wish I knew why I didn't sleep last night. Usually I know, and well, usually I knew because it was work related, but now that I am working for the only person I know that gives a rat's ass about me enough to the point where it's me. I'm working for myself now, doing this stuff, hopefully. Heal yourself. Enjoy yourself. Okay. Now, you don't want to fight attack. You do, though. Thank goodness. But yeah, it was... when I was working, I didn't sleep a lot. Because of anxiety and depression and all those wonderful words that we know and hate. But I knew then when I wasn't sleeping, like, oh, I'm worried about this, or I'm worried about that, or oh my God, what's going to happen today? And that's really how it was for me. Really? I'm going to say, I'm surprised he's not going to put any old Drippy there, but he is. Don't think I need it. I didn't. But we are going to get the more valuable ones. A ninja's two-handed attack, two-handed dual wield. The rapid fire is just a nasty combination. For anybody, and then any of your mages with dual cast. Very, very nasty. We're going to try to train everybody on everything, though. Preemptive strikes are my favorite. He ain't gonna survive after that. What? I'm shocked he's still standing. He's not now, after the counter. Yeah. I drink and I know the tinks. That's right. Preemptive strike. Now that bird is dead. But the dirty little secret I've not been sharing with you guys is that once you have learned a skill, everything can be used by the freelancer character. So once you have something trained, if you want to take that over to Freelancer and use it however you want, knock yourself out. Very important to know about the Freelancer stuff. There we go. Monk level 6. We're getting that all taken care of. He's only got, I think, one more level to go on that one. Yeah, we're going to get through all this. Well, that sucked. That really sucked. I mean, you want to talk about a bunch of shit. That's what that was.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to get some more there. Yep. We're doing it. We're doing it to it, eh? That's right. We're doing it to it. Well, that must have hurt. Now it'll hurt you. There we go. Equip katanas. That can't be the last thing for samurai. I don't think it is. Now it's not. 540 is the last thing for samurai. And see, now Galuf is at the 999, so that's gonna gotta work through those. Good morning, Daylight. How are you, buddy? How is my friend Daylight doing? Rapid fire. You gotta make sure you're taking advantage of all that stuff. Look at that. Just taking them down. Ooh, we're almost out of magic, so we need to recover. No, you're not doing that. You're doing that, though. But I'm thinking with the boosts, it might make 2 and 3 easier to play and not as cumbersome, I guess is the best way to look at it. Because Final Fantasies 2 and 3 can be very cumbersome. '40th birthday, you young whippersnapper, you. Cool, you're getting to go see the Deftones. I do that every time. Damn it. That's awesome. No, that's very awesome. We have no plans here to do anything except what we're doing right now. Now we got our magic back. We got our health back. It's going to be good. gonna be good. That's what's gonna happen. Is we're gonna keep going up here and. But it is my professional opinion that getting Red Mage, Ninja, and Ranger all trained out are 3 of the most viable things you can do. There's a couple more jobs we don't have yet, like Mime and things like that. We'll get those later, I'm positive. Let's go. That's an ass whooping waiting to happen right there. Did you look at my story yet, Daylight? I'm just curious what you think of it. Not that I expect you to buy anything, but if you'd like to, that'd be great. And what did you think of it? I like the question mark jersey. I designed that myself. It's pretty awesome. And I have one, and the quality of it is just flippin' fantastic. Alright, well, you're gonna have to defend. I should take care of that. I've made one sale on it already. Tomby bought a coffee cup. So that's cool. At least I know I made one sale. Aw, man! Oh, you rat bastard. Okay. That's gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. I just hope everyone get someone. I can make some sales off of it. I hope people like it. Red Magic, cure him, or Ferris, her. Arr. Ferris the pirate. Arr. I do have the boosts turned on to 4 times because the grind for these higher level jobs like this are. They can be a little tedious if you're not... Okay, well, I guess she's not moving. And I guess you're casting Cure. I just hope people... Well, I just hope I can turn this into being a success. I'm trying so hard. I'm putting up videos on YouTube now. I'm sticking to my streaming schedule. I'm probably on Twitter a lot more than I need to be. Alright, here we go. Alright. Oh, that's right, boy. Here we go. Alright, this is a good one. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, you're not gonna take that hit. You're gonna take that hit. You get a fist in the face. You get a fist in the face. I got one. On my Twitter page, I haven't put it up there yet, have I? It should be from the... Oh, the bot isn't working, is it? I'm telling you, if the cloud bot is not working... Well, the bot is not working, and it should be... It probably... Every once in a while I have to go back and re-add the bot for some reason. Oh, are you kidding? Again? Oh, it says it's active. You don't like the logo I put up? I made that. Oh, so you want words. You just want it to be that. Okay. Point taken. I know that they told me that when I met with the guy on the website or from Fourth Wall, he told me something similar, so he said the logo is nice and all, but people are going to will be more about words. Which is why the question mark jersey is what I made it. It's so cool. Yeah, there we go. Get it down. Good lord. Pretty sure.
Okay.
I need to look. What are we looking at here? Okay, it's not... What do we have here? Someone sent me a message. Yep, that's what I thought. There they go. Oh, crap in a hat. Now we're all poisoned. Interesting. Oh, no! Well, that'll do it. So you're using AI to do that. Cool. Let's see. Oh, neat. Okay. Yeah, I can do that on AI. I could come up with something. Well, that's not what I wanted to have happen. That'll work, though. Now, you know a lot more about marketing than I do, so... That... I should take care of that. Right. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. You? Oh, cool. That worked. I do like question marks, yes. I think question marks are cool. You gonna counter again? Nope. No. Rapid fire. Rapid fire! That takes care of that. We're getting there, baby. Swear to God. If I get this... At least they're giving me the right ones. I have to honestly say that. I'll take the hit points, sure. Why would you waste all 8 hits? Okay, I didn't. We're getting there. I got all the good stuff coming. That'll probably take care of them. Do 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 do. Okay. That's interesting. Oop. Okay. That'll work. That's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. Of course. I know what you're trying to help. You're my friend. Uh, Interesting that that still doesn't kill him. He's about dead, though. And using AI means I wouldn't have to pay someone. Oh, scheiße. Oh, so you're... Okay. You're paying for it.
Yeah, God, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it.
I see. Didn't realize that there was... I mean, what's the advantages of paying it as opposed to using one that's for free? Popeye Batman. Yes, I remember Popeye Batman.
Arr. Arr.
Better quality. Okay. Good to know. I didn't know that. I do know there's like hot button words you can't use in certain AI things. Sure, I guess I'll heal. Oh, and that sucks. Just take out my damage dealer, why don't you? What are you doing? Excellent. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Minerva, the Roman goddess of wisdom. Enigma, how do you know that? Well, Enigma knows a lot of useless information. Good morning, Yarny. Thank you for coming in. Real life obligations today, huh? I'm working on leveling up our jobs. Oh, God, that... Okay, well, that's not going to matter. That sucked.
Rapid fire.
Get down.
Alright.
I say, I'm going to use my rapid fire on him. That's how that's going to work. We still have to cure our Ferris' samurai.
I'm having some problems.
Golly, we're making progress. Having great time with the game. Just learned yesterday that the Pixel remasters have a boost mode I didn't know about. So I'm now getting 4 times the job points here, so the job grind won't be as bad. Oh, shiza, I didn't mean to do that, but it doesn't matter. You know, people might say your real life stuff has to do with chaining people in your basement. Isn't that what they were saying? Alright, we got you there. Ah, no. Nuts.
Shiza.
Hey, Alucard, thanks for coming in, bud.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
We all don't do that. It's an ongoing joke, Daylight, about her husband who is real. That that we're saying he wasn't real, and then that he was chained up in her basement. Hey, you know, that'll get you some money in some circles. So, I mean, hey, it might not be a bad shtick to have. Oh, you bastard! I know 1 or 2 people that do that kind of thing.
Alright, here we go. You're going to defend, you're going to attack, you're going to rapid fire, and that's going to take care of that dragon right there.
Yes, he is very real. He's a nice guy, too, from what I've seen on streams.
Alright.
Bart is about to max out blah 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 the thing. Yeah, you know, the thing is now that I know about these boosts in the Pixel remasters, I'm thinking that I should stream 2 and 3. I've never beaten 2 and 3. And I mean the Japanese 2 and 3, not the Super Nintendo 2 and 3. Ah! Bastard! Hit me with a bone. What the hell's wrong with you? Down! Alright, Monk is mastered. Master Monk. Monk's mastered. So, we need to switch Bart's over to another job. Oops. Now he's going to have rapid fire as a ninja. Oh, that's one way to take care of that. I have beaten them all except 2 and 3. And there are ones I don't like at all, such as 13 and 8. Are abominations of the Final Fantasy kind that should be destroyed. Yeah, he is alleged, isn't he? That's true. Your alleged husband. Alleged makes it sound like he was involved, like Bonnie and Clyde kind of stuff. Well, thank you, Yarny. I'm an old man. I've grown up playing these games.
Rapid fire.
No. Oh, no, that takes care of that. Well, back in the day, Yarny, I'm sure you probably know this. We didn't have a lot of money, so not that I have a lot of money now. Oh, it's okay. I got maybe 1 or 2 games a year, so I had to make sure those games that I got were games I wanted to play, you know. So I had to play them to completion.
I don't know.
I really should have chosen something else besides Ninja, but it's okay. Oh, Yarny, you're not old. Stop it. That's true, Alucard. If you think about it, just look at how the games we grew up playing have changed to what they are now. It's nuts. You're damn right. The SNES and Genesis, awesome stuff right there. Good, you missed.
There we go.
Bots learned image. No. Blast processing, we found out, is BS. There's no such thing as blast processing. Okay, got 40 there. Yeah, it was a hell of a marketing ploy. It worked. Got everyone talking about it. We're still talking about it today. You really buy the games your mom wanted. Okay, I see. See, my dad plays games. My mom never did, though. Except slot machines. Like, she's on her iPad at home right now. That way, she's got... Her iPad's full of those slot machine games that she can play and have a good time with. Oh gosh, Len is only 282 away from finally getting dual cast. Of course it was a marketing ploy. There's no such thing as blast processing. They just thought it was... Have you ever heard of Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs? I'll have to watch it. Yeah, my mom loves the slot machines. Space Invaders. That's actually hard. You get through the first thing or so on it, and then it's a little difficult.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
Yeah, do you know why Nathan's Famous is called Nathan's Famous? They weren't famous when he started. They just put it on there as a marketing ploy. Nathan's Famous hot dogs. Well, how are they famous? Well, because I say they're famous. Same thing with blast processing. Blast processing didn't exist. Doesn't exist. Seth Rogen. Ew. Okay, well. You hadn't heard of Nathan's Famous? Pretty famous. They're excellent hot dogs. Especially you get them grilled. Oh, God. I guarantee you a local supermarket has it right now. Yeah, so the SNES and Sega were the height of the console wars there. SNES and Genesis. Or the Mega Drive, as our friends over in the UK know it as. I have a VHS tape in somewhere that when Nintendo was releasing Star Fox 64, they sent out this tape to get people excited for it, for Nintendo Power subscribers, and it was Sony and Sega had kidnapped this Nintendo guy to find out what Nintendo was working on. And the Sega guy with the Sega shirt was this big dumb idiot. And the guy that was from Sony with the Sony shirt on was like this little conniving businessman. I still have it somewhere. It's probably on YouTube. I like the way you put Dreamcast in there like it was meant to compete with the N64 and PlayStation 1. It was really supposed to be a competitor for the PlayStation 2, and then once Sega saw the PlayStation 2 in action, they were like, oh, we are screwed. And they politely bowed out of consoles, which is still relevant to this day. They have not, outside of the mini consoles and stuff, they have not gotten back in the console race. With all due seriousness, as good as the Dreamcast was as a console, they were in a lot of trouble when the PlayStation came out, and the PlayStation 2 was revealed, and it was better in every conceivable way, hardware-wise, than the Dreamcast was. They knew they were going to get killed. I don't know, Yarny, but they're not. You're a vegetarian. Well, you're a vegetarian, so you wouldn't eat hot dogs. That could have been something. Dreamcast 2 could have been something, yeah. But I think Sega got to the point where they just got tired of hardware development. R&D on hardware is expensive because the second you bring something out, the second you announce something, it's obsolete. Sounds about right. Yeah. Dreamcast was definitely... They did that. Dreamcast had, and technically, so did the... I think the Saturn had the capability as well. But I don't think they ever brought it out here. Sony wanted to kill Nintendo. That Sony's entire reason they got into video games was because they wanted to grind Nintendo's nose into the dirt. Because Nintendo made them look foolish. Well, I'm not telling you to get off the vegetarian bandwagon, Yarny, but if you ever do, Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs are they're a good reason to get off of it. Is all I'm saying. They're good. Yeah, the Nintendo PlayStation. Yeah, is what it was, and then Sony announces the Nintendo PlayStation, and then 4 hours later, Nintendo shows that they're going to partner with Philips instead of Sony, and Sony was embarrassed. Is probably the right way to the politically correct thing to say. Pissed off is actually what they were. So they got into the console market with the technology they got from Nintendo. The PlayStation was Nintendo, was all the stuff they worked with Nintendo. And the rest is history. Yes, I lived it as well. I have seen it all. But the Nintendo PlayStation is one of the more fascinating parts of video game history because of what it was, what was supposed to be, the games they were going to bring out for it, and Nintendo basically, according to Nintendo, they thought Sony was getting a little too handsy with the hardware. Like they wanted a lot more control over the hardware than Nintendo was willing to give. And Nintendo thought, well, we're not going to let them, bully us out of our own console, so they partnered with Philips instead. Yeah, it's probably worth what, $250,000. It's one of one. Zelda on PlayStation 5 hardware would be nuts. Yeah, it would. You're right, Daylight. It would be freaking fantastic. Let's defend. Yeah, there is one of one. That's true too. Nintendo is very bullish, and that's another reason why PlayStation came in and blew them away, is because Nintendo was getting too grabby with trying to control the market. That they didn't corner it, but it was their thing. And Sony was there saying, guys, we can make everybody more money and cheaper if you guys come with us. Yeah, there is an alternate universe out there where Nintendo and Sony partnered together. But I do think Nintendo was right, and I could tell you why. Is because if that happened, I think Nintendo would actually be a subsidiary. Would own. I think Nintendo would actually be owned by Sony. I think that's what Nintendo saw, is that Sony was looking to take over their business, and they would probably have been purchased, hostile takeover and the like. That is 100% true, Alucard. They never lower the prices on their games. Oh shit, did I do that? Thank God it didn't hurt. They'll put them on sale. You know, you'll see them like on Mario Day, they put games on sale, but they never lower their prices. Nintendo's IPs weren't worth near what they are now, Daylight. You're right, Alucard. I've said that myself, that Nintendo is the Disney of video games. Except they're better run and better, they protect their shit better. Well, Mario's worth more than any IP in entertainment right now in the world, so it's hard to believe it could be any higher than it is. More people recognize Mario than they do Mickey Mouse anymore. Nintendo, when I worked in gaming, Nintendo would call their games evergreens, which means they always would be selling. Never cared for Smash Brothers. Mario and Zelda are their bread and butter. Now, used market's based off of the new market, which is, if you don't know this, the big reason that they're trying to do a digital push for all gaming is because they want more control over the pricing and over the market. When there's a physical market out there, they can't control that because that's controlled by the public. What is it worth? Whatever the public is willing to pay for it. Well, if you own the market and you control the distribution of the games yourself, then you can set whatever price you want on it and people will either pay it or they won't pay it. They can't wait to make console gaming digital. Of course Nintendo's still making games. We're about to... what day is it? Aren't we about a week away from the Switch 2 reveal? Yeah, digital is bullshit. I will never, ever give up my rights as a physical copy holder. And I know that I'm fighting a losing battle. I know that eventually it's all going to be that way, but I don't want it. Digital is no ownership here. That is 100% right. They can take it away from you anytime they want for whatever reason they want. Wow, Ferris. Wow, look at that. We're almost got him. I will fight for my rights as a as a physical copy holder. Look at it like this. If you were if you're a PlayStation Platinum Plus subscriber, yeah, me too, Alucard. if you're a PlayStation Platinum Plus subscriber, up until a couple of months ago, you had access to Horizon Zero Dawn. You don't now because they want you to buy the updated version. They took it off. Okay, so that's done. Doesn't seem like it would do much good to dual wield. Okay, let's try that. See, I don't have PlayStation Plus Premium. I have PlayStation Plus. I don't. My problem with the whole digital, Netflix of games is I spend more time looking at what I want to play than I actually spend playing them. So I would much rather just buy my games and have them here for me to play. And I do too. That's a reason why, a big reason why I am kind of sticking with Nintendo right now for this stuff is because I know that their memory cards won't do that. So. But digital distribution can politely eat the inside of my ass. I have no use for digital distribution. Can't stand that idea. I don't trust them, and I never will. Wow, you really are taking it to the next level. But you're not. The thing is, we have to because they're going to take whatever they can from us. And that's another thing about entertainment, especially with movies and TV shows, that not a lot of people probably keep in mind, is that movie studios don't make a whole ton of money off of the brand new movies they're releasing on, home video and things like that. They make a lot more money on the, limited editions and anniversary collections of things they put out of older stuff they've already made their money off of. Just look at how many editions of Evil Dead have come out on DVD and Blu-ray. Why do they do that? Because people keep buying it. Now they say you can use an emulator to emulate games if you own that game, a copy of it, and you can't be sued for it. Doesn't mean they don't want to do it anyway. Okay, they can't make anything good anymore because everyone who was in these companies has been either bought off or muscled out that had any talent. And now it's all activism and bullshit. A lot of the stuff I have is out of print. And won't be made available again unless there's a deal made. Like the Sega Genesis X-Men games. Good luck seeing those again. They could happen, but they'd have to do a lot of negotiating. That's excellent. I own the physical copies of most of my games. Anything based off of an IP and a dedicated IP like Marvel stuff or Batman or Star Wars, if you like it, you better own a physical copy of it because it can disappear in a heartbeat. If you like it. Like that Star Wars Outlaws game that nobody bought. What do you want to bet that within a year or so that completely disappears? Because they'd have to renew the license for it with Disney, and they won't do it because no one bought the frickin' thing. Depends on the games. Not everything Nintendo makes is my cup of tea. I will definitely say that. Like I've never been a big Smash Brothers fan. Never. So I own like Smash Brothers on GameCube, and that's the only one that I own. Pretty sure anyway. Oh no! I haven't watched my VHS Star Wars tapes in a while. I'm sure they're probably deteriorated. But just remember to own your physical copies of things so that you will continue. You'll have your rights to watch them whenever you want. Oh crap, I didn't realize. Ah, shit on a shingle. Okay. I have the last edition of the original trilogy that they put out. And then I have the special editions that they put out too. Well, I'll tell you this. I was pissed off that when I got like the God of War limited edition and I opened that sumbitch up and there was no disc in it, I was pissed. There's a box with a code in it. And that's all it is. Same here, Yarny. I don't have a whole lot of them left either. My girlfriend still has some, though. She was like, I don't want to get rid of my VHS. Yes, Street Fighter V was... Oh, crap. Lena already... didn't even notice that. She got dual cast, so we need to swap her job out. Let's see. Why not? Hey, it's the same thing with Starfield. I got the Starfield limited edition, and there's no disc in there either. Once again, I was pissed. It's like, seriously, you spend all this money on a game, and they can't even float you the stupid disc, you know? PC Steelbook. I love a good Steelbook too. That I'm a sucker for a Steelbook case. So I get it. I'll say it. The internet is the best thing that ever happened and the worst thing that ever happened to games. Period. I'll say it. It only cost you $5. That's awesome. I am a sucker for a good Steelbook, though. Nothing wrong with getting things on sale. Okay, take it. Well, that's GameStop's fault for doing that. GameStop deserves their place on the fire because they put themselves in the position that they're in. Doom Eternal is a very, very interesting game. It's a little too fast for me. Yeah, that's the thing, is they wanted physical, and because of the way that they were pushing their used products over their new products, and not giving the publishers and developers any of that money, they were looking for ways to cut GameStop out of gaming forever. Hell, I was there, and when I worked for them, it was that way. You could tell that Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft were like, we really don't like the shit that you guys do, but you sell a lot of stuff, so we're going to help you. Yeah, me too. I'm much more methodical with my Doom, I suppose. I know what you're doing, Daylight, and typically you would say yes. Yeah, they're yeah. You're not wrong, Alucard. That's correct. I'm just saying they destroyed their market by their business model. And anytime that you are basically trying to So you're saying outside of the bullshit that we were both subject to when we worked for them, to put it aside, yes, you are correct. But I can argue that, yeah, because they treat everybody like shit. And when you when you treat your employees like shit and you have been uh, recruiting from your customer base, that there you got two problems right there. And then on top of that, your marketing partners all hate your guts. You're in a lot of trouble. You can say cheaper. I'll say if you're looking at a $20 game brand new and they're selling it for $18, that's not really cheaper. I don't have a conquest. Oh, that's true. Ow, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Didn't matter. I'm still not going to cheer for GameStop Daylight. Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, $2 cheaper is not a bargain at all. I'm sorry, it's just not. Hell, $5 isn't a bargain. You want to sell a $60 game or a $70 game for... You want to sell a $70 game for $50? Okay, we're talking now. We're talking. You want to try to tell me that $65 for a $75 game is a bargain? No, it's not. I know you're one of those guys that gave up your rights because you're a big PC guy. We'll see, Alucard. What the domino they're waiting to fall is Grand Theft Auto. The industry is watching Grand Theft Auto like a hawk. They want Grand Theft Auto to be $100, and because if it's $100, then they can get away with charging $100 for their games. Well, not only is it like that, but think about it for like this: is that AAA gaming is on its ass right now because of the crap that they've been peddling for the last several years. So here they are trying to find a way to get a little more profitable. I do too, Yarny. I can tell you. I just... I know that if I buy a brand new game right now and stick it into any console, the first thing they're going to do is say, requesting a patch, downloading a patch. And say, oh, no, I don't want to download any freaking patch. Yep. I've told this story on stream before. I'm a big baseball fan, and when the Xbox 360 came out, I couldn't wait to see what the new baseball game would look like for us, a 2K baseball. Yeah, exactly. Day one patches. I love baseball, so I got it with, I can't remember the year it was. I think it was 2K6. Remember the year Xbox 360 came out, but it was the year after. So I get it home, start to play it, couldn't get out of the fifth inning or seventh inning. It would hang up every time, and it was because they had an error in the thing, and I had to wait a week for them to actually release a patch to fix it. Turn a project. Well, I'll tell you this too, is that something else that gaming really wants to do is to eliminate the single player experience altogether. They've been pushing that forever. They really want to do away with the day one or the single player experience. They want everything to be controlled by them, and they want to make sure that no one else has anything to go off of. They want everything to be a live service kind of thing, so they can control it and sell you stuff in it. I agree. Same with me, Arnie. Gaming is the purest form of escapism we have today. And I am not one about... oh, really? I'll take it. I'm by no means wanting to... when I was playing Diablo on stream, I would always get these guys that would come in and go, hey, let's go do this. It's like, I don't really want to do anything. I want to play the game and enjoy it. And nothing personal, but I don't really enjoy playing with people I don't know, you know? Just some rando coming in my chat. I agree, Alucard. But we have to keep in mind, we don't own the game. We own a copy of it. That's the where the rubber meets the road on that. Which doesn't bother me. I'm completely fine saying I own a copy of this game. I don't own the game. The game is a property of the company that made it. But if I buy a copy of it, then I should be able to, as you say, do whatever you want to with it. Take it over to a friend's house, let somebody borrow it, sell it on eBay, whatever you want. Yeah, you own the physical copy. Yeah. Why would you attack the guy in the back row? That's so weird. That's alright. No, they don't. They don't want that. They want you to, if you go to your friend's house and you play a game that you like there, they want you to go buy it. They don't want you to have a way to get it without a transaction, you know? Yeah, that was Microsoft that tried to stop that. That was all Microsoft. They were like, I can remember Don Matrick was saying like, "Oh, you won't even need to buy CDs anymore, or you know the package anymore. Once you buy it, it'll be useless anyway. Once you install it on your console, it'll be gone. You know, you won't need it." And I was like, "Excuse me, a baking powder?" Yes, they did. That was PlayStation 4 launch time, actually. 100%. Oh, that was dumb. That's right. Wayne's World. And that should be about dead now. Let's see. Yep, got that one.
Oh, drupal.
Well, that was stupid. I let it happen anyway. Oh well. I love Wayne's World. I do. I lived in Aurora, Illinois for a little while. And Aurora, Illinois is a real place. Daylight knows. He lived in St. Charles for a bit. It's right. Wing! Wing! Oh, we're getting close all... This has actually gone by a lot faster than... But that's because I have the boosts turned on, too. Yeah, sadly, one of those companies is a piece of shit, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I really like the idea of what they do, but they're a bullshit company. Oh, man, we're just motoring right through this. Makes me happy. Really? Look at that, we're almost done with some stuff here. She's under... Bart's is almost got dual-handed. And Gallif's almost done with the nasty one. Yep, that's who I'm talking about. I loved all the, I loved what they were doing, and then they turned out to be one of those stupid ass cave to online pressure companies, and I was like, yeah, you guys don't believe in anything. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I don't like playing with people I don't know, Daylight. That's it. I play with you. I'll play with Yard Witch. I'll play with my friends. But I don't. If I don't know you, running into my chat and saying, "Hey, let's go play together," is I don't. That's no. I don't want to do that. I don't. Well, we played board games together. I don't think we've ever played a video game together. No. But you're a big PC guy anyway, and now there's cross play, but there wasn't really a lot of that. I don't think we've ever played a game together. Brummel and I play games together, but I don't think you and I ever have. Yeah, well, that's new because you were Microsoft for a while. It's okay, so I played on Xbox. Yes, you did. Embracer Group owns... Oh, crap. That was so stupid. Embracer Group owns Limited Run Games. Now that you're retired... There we go. I get why it takes them so long. You know, I'm by no means... I'm an equal opportunity, you know, kind of person. I understand that things go the way that they're going to go. What I don't like is the whole idea that... I mean, let me put it. They order according to how many pre-orders they take. Oh, did they have the rights to that and it never... They're having problems with it? They shouldn't be selling out of pre-orders because they order according to how many pre-orders they take. That's why pre-orders used to be such a big deal, because that would give the company, the developers, an idea how many copies they needed to produce. I mean, that's just simple math. Pre-orders used to be a really big deal. That was one part of GameStop's business model I actually didn't mind. But now it's not that way anymore. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't sell out of something. Yeah. I know for a while that I had stuff on pre-order through them that took them over a year to get to me. When I was ordering from them. The limited edition stuff I get, but if it's a standard edition, I don't see why you would say sold out. Like right now, I'm watching the Lunar Remastered physical copy on Amazon. It's supposed to be coming to Amazon exclusively, and they've never put it up for pre-order that I can see. So I'm kind of pissed. It's like, come on, guys, put it up so I can pre-order it. Then you have a separate. Then you have a separate version. Then you have, you know what? You have the slipcover. Then you'd have the non-slipcover. Whole thing shouldn't sell out. Pretty sure Embracer still owns them. I've been to their website in such a long time. After their whole debacle that they got into, I just stopped going to their site completely. Right. If it's limited, you need to say that it's limited to how many orders. %100% true. Come on, let's do it. There we go.
Oh, triple.
I can tell you this. When I Daylight might know this too. When I was working for the Evil Empire, they had when Fallout 3 came out, it was I still have my limited edition over there. It's a lunchbox. There we go. Bart's mastered that. And they made it sound like they were going to be so limited. And son of a bitch, did they not send me like 30 of the damn things. Don't be sorry, Yarny. It's fine. Real life always comes first. Well, someone's going to have to learn this stupid stuff. It might as well be now. Of course, I don't have a lot of money to spend on gaming right now anyway. Not until I start turning this into a success. Yeah, I remember that. Cowboy Bebop. I had my copy pre-ordered too. I haven't heard of Video Games Plus. I need to go there. But Play Asia, that's where I got my copy of Final Fantasy, this copy of the remaster, the Pixel remasters. Wow. Real life always comes first. Yeah, it just the whole thing with that. You're not wrong, Daylight. 100% not wrong. I was pissed when that was canceled too. Because I think it was a Bandai game, wasn't it? You know, you and Brummel being together is a... That's something else right there, just you and Brummel. I'll have to look at them. Play Asia I've imported stuff from. My Lollipop Chainsaw. You poison breath bastard! Oh, and Lena maxed out Blue Mage already. Dang. Check that out. Okay. I have to pay attention more to that. Why not? Now, Daylight, you know as well as I do. The laws of the land from GameStop say you're not allowed to date someone that you possibly that could be working for you. Oh, look at Yarny. I love you, Yarny. Thank you so much. All right, Dancer. Did he just master Dancer already? No, he didn't. Galuf did. Excellent. I have dual cast. Sure. Yeah, I know. I've seen the. Yeah, I worked in a mall for a little bit. I know about the hot girls walking around. Did you? Sweet. 'Cause I downloaded it. I have it, but I didn't buy the physical copy. I tell you. I do have quite the crew over there. I'm happy that Yarny is here in Alucard, because Yarny usually streams at the same time I do, so... Or she starts after I start, but it's always nice when I get to talk to her. Based in Canada, okay. They're trying to get me monetized on YouTube. That would be awesome. I want to be monetized on YouTube by the end of the year. But we'll see. Well, Goth Girls can either look really, really hot or really, really not. Poison breath again. Thank you, Yarny. There's some goth girls out there that are yeah, the comeback. Yeah, you're not wrong. I know one or two of them. Play Asia is where I got my Lollipop Chainsaw and my Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster on Switch. So they do good work. But they ship, I think, from Hong Kong. So if they ship something to you, it's, you know, just be prepared for the fact that it's going to take you a while for it to get there. Thank you, Yarny. It would be great. What am I up to now? I think I saw I was up to 114 subs. Let's see. Yep, 114 subs on YouTube. Gosh, how much longer do we have for her? Okay, she'll get that soon. Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, Alucard play is just pretty good. So but again, the shipping is It takes once it's shipped, it's going to take you a week or two for it to get it. I have both Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross on the PlayStation 1. Go me, physical copies. And Suikoden and Persona. Persona 2, Suikoden 2. I got all that crap. Original pressing of Symphony of the Night. I'm excited for the Lunar remaster, which is, I know, antithetical to what I've been yelling about. I'm looking forward to that. And Borderlands 4, of course. Yeah, Limited Run can kiss my ass. I am an RPG guy. I like all sorts of games. But yeah. I've got Chrono Trigger on the PlayStation 1, the Super Nintendo, and the DS, actually. Suikoden 3. I do love Suikoden 3. Very underrated. I'm excited because people get to play Lunar who have never had the chance to, and those are great games. We're working on it. I have not taken a look at Expedition 33. What is it? What is it on? Is it on PC only? Every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair and want to play a sports game, but RPGs, shooters, adventure games, open world, sandbox, as we used to call them. Oh, really? Oh, come on. What are we doing here, guys?
Come on, guy.
Damn, that looks... That's what it looks like? When did that come out? You're not wrong, Daylight. I need to get that. I need to give that a go. Ah. Good lord. The first Suikoden or the Suikoden 2? Because... Suikoden 1, they overprinted. And then Suikoden 2, they underprinted. That's why it's such a rare game to get. Two is better. Should probably go recover. We've done pretty well without having to go recover. I like Suikoden 3 too, as well, because if you choose Chris the Knight, as the main character, she becomes this tool. Her defense is amazing, and you can just roll over the game because no one can hurt you. Well, that's a week after Lunar, I think. I really shouldn't be buying games right now, but hey, I want to play this. There we go. Ordered. Now, if Amazon would just put Lunar up. They need to re-release Xenogears. Legend of Dragoon's good. They need to re-release Xenogears, but they need to actually do a better job with the translation and stuff like that. Xenogears was a game that I'm actually shocked we got it when we got it, because the themes in the game are challenge religion and all that, and that was like persona non grata. You weren't supposed to talk about religion in games, and it is one of those games. That being said, it's fun. But it does make one cardinal mistake. There's one thing about Xenogears that to this day that bugs me. And that's that you have a longtime party member in the game that they take away from you. After you develop her and you level her up and all that, they take her away from you at the last dungeon of the game. So it's like, why did I even bother leveling her up? That's a good idea, Yarny. It's a business write-off. That bugs me about Xenogears to this day, is that Ellie, you get Ellie, and she's like the token female lead. She's like the hot and all that, and then I always do that. They take her away from you in the last the last dungeon of the game. They take her away from you. You can't use her. So why bother leveling her up? Why bother discovering anything for her? Why bother spending money and time and doing anything with her? They're just going to take her away from you in the last dungeon. Yeah, so spoiler alert to everybody. If you're going to play Xenogears, don't use Ellie that much. Don't spend much time worrying about leveling her up, because she's not going to be with you at the end of the game. Spoiler alert. Yeah, but in reality, Sage Tell is a little different, because he leaves according to halfway through, and you develop them all at the same time. Writing off. It is my business now. I work for myself. One person I know who gives a shit about me. Well, if I turn this into a success, my taxes next year are going to be fun. I say, oddly. Well. And I shouldn't say it like that. I know I have made friends here that give a shit about me too. But I'm just talking about from the professional standpoint of every job I've ever had, the people I've worked for have really never given a rat's ass about me, so. I've had a lot of crappy jobs in my day. Oh, so you're just gonna take him away from me. Okay, I see how that works. That means I got a present for you. And his name is Ifrit. Boom shakalaka. Okay, that's got the white mage. White mage. Ah, Ferris almost has it. We're almost done with that with her. That wrong. You know what? Mystic Quest isn't that bad. It's just Squaresoft had a really bad read of what their business model was back in the 90s. Well, you make a bunch of money off of Blurp, don't you, Yarny? I mean, people play all sorts of Blurps on your channel. I'm not asking how much you make, but it was marketed as an RPG for beginners. In the 90s, Squaresoft thought the reason why their games weren't selling as well as they thought they were here in the West is they thought RPGs were too hard. I've gotten to the point where professionally it's just hard for me to trust an outside company, even a small business, because they have no qualms about getting rid of you. You're nothing more than a number to them, and you will live up your usefulness, and they'll go. And there we go, mastered. Got it. She got it. In spirit is. Dragon Warrior was my very first JRPG, absolutely. As it was for a lot of people. I know, I saw it. You're vicious, Whiskey. Everyone thinks you're vicious. Shit. Hey, as long it's every little bit helps, right? I mean, that's good. I have the link. People could do the same thing here, but I don't have near the pull that you do. Magic. We need magic. And poison, poison, poison. Everyone, he's a vicious animal, everybody. Whiskey is vicious. Hey, Dad Man Walking, thanks. Thanks for coming in. He is a fierce good boy. I'm surprised he's still here because the sunbeam is slowly creeping in on his window. So usually when that happens, I become chopped liver and the sunbeam takes over as his Lord and Savior. Whiskey is my dog's name for the record, and anyone's not sure. That's his name. Whiskey Tiberius Dog is his name. Full name. Ah! You can take that poison breath and shove it right up your ass. That's because I'm training a bunch of shit right now, so. Don't like that poison breath. That poison breath is just the worst. Now we're gonna cure a little bit, because that needs to happen. Yeah. I can't do the laugh.
Alright. I gotta do Quagmire, though. Alright. Giggity.
Yes, alright. No more poison breath. You just die like the bitch that you are, zombie dragon. Yes.
Gallifrey, magic level 5.
We're learning stuff. We're training. We're doing stuff here. We're learning a whole bunch about things. I heard things. This is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me. There we go. Alright, Whisk. I saw him too. You're a vicious animal. You scared him off. You see that? Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Warrior was the first JRPG I ever played. The one on the SNES I played first was... It probably was Final Fantasy 2. Alright, you're just gonna waste all of them on him, huh? Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV was a breathtaking game. I love it. There we go. Look at that. We're getting there. Ultima is an acquired taste for me. Not really fond of it. I can tell you that Phantasy Star is quite good. I've played a Ys or two. I have Alundra right over there. Working designs. I have Alundra 1 and 2, actually. And we go again. Gotta unpoison everybody because of the bullshit. Here we go. The bullshit of the poison breath. Don't care for the poison breath.
Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see. Bears, bulls, bears, bulls, bulls, bears. Let's see. Let's cast fire there.
I swear, Whiskey, you are the world... Oh, there he goes. I saw it. Grand Stream Saga? I don't think I have that. Guardians Crusade? I might have that one. Whiskey runs up to the window because he saw a guy walking by, and then he barks his head off and looks back at me like, "Didn't you see that?" He's so funny. I have Parasite Eves 1 and 2. I do know I have those. Oh, come on. We gotta learn this stuff. Gotta learn it. Oh, Whiskey is so funny. I have Vagrant Story as well. Yeah, well, absolutely they did. Squaresoft was the name in worldwide RPGs back in the 90s. Except in Japan. It was Enix. And now they're part of the same company. Now he's in his window. He's looking over his kingdom like, what the heck's going on? I can't have that guy walking in front of my window. How about Breath of Fire 3 and 4? There's a deep cut. It's Breath of Fire. I love Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's only for the grinding aspect of it. Yes. He is overlooking his kingdom. His sun spot is there. The unclean will not be welcome. That soundtrack on vinyl, wow. My favorite part about Breath of Fire 3 is that the end game, that part of the game where you're in the desert, and they give you the instructions on how to get to get through the desert, was mistranslated, and it's the exact opposite of what they tell you to do. I own 4. 5 is odd. PlayStation 2 game. Okay. Well, she's almost done with Black Mage. Gallup's getting up there. Ferris. Okay. We're getting through this together. Rapid fire. Ooh, no. I guess someone will have to pick you up. Oh, whiskey. Hey! No. I'll come close that window and then you'll have no sunbeam. Yeah, you tell him. That's my dog. He is very protective of his domain. He'll look back at me like, come on, you gotta bark too. Hey! Whiskey Tiberius dog. Lufia 2 is one I don't own, but I wish I did. It's so expensive to get it now. It's nuts. That is correct. That is whiskey in a nutshell right there. Really? Secret of Evermore was the game that closed Square USA for a little while because of how poorly it sold. Yeah, I'll see there's a remake of Secret of Mana that you can download and play with high-def graphics and everything. I'm playing Vision of Mana offline, and I'm really enjoying that. The Visions of Mana, the last one that just came out. There he goes. Alright, he's being quiet now. We'll see if that guy walks by the window again, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll have something to say about that. I didn't think Evermore was bad. I just thought Mana was better, you know, and obviously it was made to be like Secret of Mana. Evo: The Search for Eden. Yeah, I remember that game. Was Robotrek? Was that the name of that game where you could build your own robots in an RPG? Well, come on, kill it already. Kill it with the fire. Fire, you say? Earthbound. Talk about expensive games, Earthbound. Finding a physical copy of Earthbound is wow. Très expensive. Well. There was a lot of weird RPGs on the SNES too. You got frickin' like Seventh Saga. That's an old school RPG. Yeah, it's not cheap. Mario RPG, another one that's pretty expensive to find the SNES copy of. Eventually, the physical market is going to fizzle out with these insane prices people are paying for things. The strategy guide came with the game, actually. Remember, the box was huge. Yeah, the scratch and sniff cards. I remember that. Illusion of Gaia. That's another game I remember from the SNES RPG collection. Whiskey. Tiberius dog. No. He walked by the window again. If I'd have known they were coming today, I would have not opened the window for him. Yeah, when they were advertising it. Nintendo Power was used to advertise Nintendo games a lot of the time, yes. Eight. Well, Bart is finally almost done with... He wants to get after that guy. He's almost done with Dancer. Hey! Whiskey. That's enough. Hey! Yeah. Lay down. I'll close that window. That's about right. He does not like people walking by his window. Because his mommy is going to come home later, and he doesn't want them in the way when she comes home, because he wants her love. Here we go. I love Nintendo. Is that really what we're doing right now? That equip is wrong. He's Whiskey is something else. Oh, that's... Ooh. Wow. Okay. Bard sucks. Bard really sucks. Good thing we won't have it for... Oh, no! I subscribed to Nintendo Power for the longest time, and then when Chrono Trigger won the Game of the Year from their Players Pulse Awards, they spent more time talking about Donkey Kong Country 2 because they were pissed off that Square had announced they were leaving for the PlayStation. So they spent more time talking about Donkey Kong Country 2 than they did about Chrono Trigger, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And I didn't resubscribe after that. I was pissed. Rapid fire. There we go. I have no idea how close we are for some of this. Uh, 450 will finish that off. 300 will finish that off. 400, I hope, will finish off Dragoon.
Hellfire!
Yeah, Killer Instinct. That was their claim to fame back in the day, was they got involved with fighting games finally. Of course, fighting games were like the huge flavor of the month. Arcades were great. We have a couple around here in the Chicagoland area that people go to. But the internet destroyed that. No one found that needed the reason to go to the arcades anymore once they figured out they could get the same stuff at home, you know.
That's right.
Ah, you got the quick roads down there, that's right. Diabetes and all that good stuff.
Please don't give the poison. Don't do the poison breath. No, senor, no. It's too sexy. Good, he didn't get it off. Bod is useless. Oh, well, that sucks. That sucks even more.
And black magic.
Even though I need to heal. This should hopefully kill at least one of them. Yep. Wow. Bods are not strong. Bods are useless. Bods are useless. Yes, they are. I have no reason to be a bod. Oh yeah, I mean that was the best. You go to your local mall. That was the best. Pardon me. That's right. That's what you got when you play Street Fighter. Get Street Fighter going up there.
Kill the zombie dragon.
We're making pretty good progress here. Yeah, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat. were definitely the two that most people wanted in on. That's for certain.
Old Drupal.
Get 'em down. I have a Simpsons arcade machine right there, and Ninja Turtles. X-Men 4-player. I've seen X-Men 6. That was the big one. They had the big 6 thing, and they had the 2 screens. It was so big. I remember that one. It was massive. Fun game, though. I'm looking at stuff. I'm looking at stuff. Yeah, the one I have has Turtles in Time and Ninja Turtles on it. Well, let's go ahead and kill your problems you have there. Yeah, it was 6. If you get the arcade 1-up reproduction cabinets like I've got here, it's a 4-player machine. But in the arcades, it was 6. I do remember that. Multiple screens and all of that. It was a massive. Well, it was Konami, and Konami had already done Ninja Turtles. They were like, well, what else are we going to do? And they said, well, let's do a 6-player game. We'll do X-Men.
Not killed that dragon? Nope, not yet. The dragon's not dead yet.
Is he going to do that poison breath? Nope, he's dead. Thank you, Yarny. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the conversation. Always a pleasure to spend time with you. Virtua Fighter was revolutionary when it first came out. I fully remember that. Revolutionary.
Rapid fire. Rapid fire.
And we'll just... Ow. Hey, I am ducking tired of autocorrect. Wow, that was a hit. Woo! Gotta get him done with Bard, because Bard sucks. Bard is useless. Useless thing. Yeah. I'm sure someone's gonna come in and tell me, oh no, Bards are great because they can do this. Okay, well, whatever. Out we go. I gotcha with that rapid fire. Anyone who is here who is not subbed to Yarn Witch on YouTube needs to do so right away. She is an amazingly great person and a wonderful streamer. And don't believe the rumors that she has her husband chained up in the basement.
No, yes.
Bye-bye! Hope we talk soon. Everyone's nice to each other. I like it when people are conversating and making friends and being nice. Ooh, that dragon is done. I think Galuf is almost done with White Mage, and I know that Lena's working to be done with Black Mage. We're making really good progress here, guys. I don't know if anyone else realizes that, but kind of happy that this has gone as quickly as it has. Pit Fighter was a shit game. Oh my god, Pit Fighter. I have nightmares about that game. Frickin' dude with a body slam or whatever. I've been in so many arcades. Violence Fight, Fatal Blow. Ah, crap. Or Final Blow, not Fatal Blow. Wow. It's almost lunchtime already. I wonder what I'm going to eat today. I haven't thought about it yet. Yeah, Ultra apparently was a legal thing for them. They couldn't use the name due to legal reasons. Probably Konami or someone. Because Konami had Ultra Games as a secondary publishing logo. On the old Nintendo, you could only publish, I think it was 5 games a year. And so other companies, like Konami founded Ultra Games, which was another company that they could use to release more titles. They were still Konami games, but they were they could circumvent the whole 5 games a year thing because they had 2 different companies they published out of. Marvel vs. Capcom is my other arcade machine right over there.
Shit! Blah, 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 blah. You bastard.
Yeah, I got that one too. I got it on the Switch. Blah, blah, poison. There you go. Thank you, Dad Man Walking. I appreciate that. Oh, that sucked. Just hit him with a damn... Hit her with a bone, why don't you? We're gonna summon a Frit, because that made me mad.
Hellfire!
There's one down. Wow, okay. Oh, Bart's, I hope whatever we're doing here, Darkstalkers, I love Darkstalkers. I love the Darkstalkers. I wish they'd do a new game, but they probably never will. Every time they talk about doing a Darkstalkers game, they test the waters, and whatever they release doesn't do that well. Are you serious? Give a dog a bone.
A rapid fire.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. In other words, yeah, I did. We have to go recover. We're almost out of it. Oh, good. Bard is mastered. Get that shit off of him. Good lord, what a crappy job. Golden Axe. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. You got the Golden Axe going on there. Oops. Didn't mean to kill all of them. Yeah, I did. And then you go Alter Beasts. Yeah, I do that every time. You go to, what was it, Outrun? Remember Outrun? Daytona, USA. Hell, I even saw they did a Mario Kart in arcades, but it was well after arcades were kind of done.
There we go. We got all of our health and magic points back.
Splatterhouse, House of the Dead, Virtua Cop, Die Hard Trilogy. Good stuff.
It's a cat.
Revolution X. Heck yeah, Revolution X. That was the Aerosmith game. Music is the weapon. I totally remember that. Terminator 2 is another light gun-based game. See, that's a little better. Lethal Enforcers, Terminator 2 Arcade. Yeah, they had a lot of good stuff. I really do miss arcades.
Did someone say a frit?
As I said, a frit. Yeah, your Samurai Showdown, your King of Fighters, Raiden. I remember those. Oh, Metal Slug. Metal Slug was classic. King of the Monsters, yep. Fatal Fury. There was another one, wasn't there? Almost got that. Oh, we're almost done with White Mage on Galuf. Awesome.
That's right, we got the quick roots and the diabetes, and we're just gonna get rid of it. Quaker oats and diabetes. And all that.
This should probably take care of that for Galuf. There we go. White Mage has been mastered. Not yet. Oh, wait, no. I know better than that. Don't put that dancing dagger on. That's bad news. That's bad news to have that dancing dagger here. Yeah, the Wonder Swan was created by Gunpei Yokoi, if I'm not mistaken. And it was meant to be a competitor to the Game Boy. Because Yokoi also did that. And they went the opposite way that Nintendo was going. They were making things as cheaply as possible with the Wonder Swan. Had a version of the original Final Fantasy on it. The Game Gear and the Game Gear was big, but yeah, the Steam Deck is pretty large. So was the Atari Lynx. The Atari Lynx was, you could beat a donkey to death with it. It's huge. Drop this attack.
Time Magic level 1.
Yeah, the Lynx was a monster, and it sucked up batteries like crazy. I think it took like 6 or 8 AA's, and that got you maybe an hour of gameplay out of it because it was so powerful. Wow, okay. Come on, baby. Let's go. Kill that thing. Kill it with fire! I can just kill it before he does his poison breath bullshit. There we go. I have no idea how long it's going to take him to max out Geomancer, but trying to get through. Oh, you're just joking me right now. You're funning me. Spinach colored background, monochrome. Game Boy wasn't made to be powerful though. It was made to be affordable. That's Nintendo. That's been Nintendo's MO for forever. Is that could they make a super powerful game console, the Switch to a super powerful game console that would, you know, rival the PlayStation 5 and Xbox? Yeah, absolutely. But they know it wouldn't be affordable. Enigma doesn't know a lot, but he knows a lot about the gaming industry. Oh, wow, okay. Affordability is Nintendo's modus operandi. They want things to be affordable. Make sure that kids can afford it. Aha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. No. Oh, oh, I don't even know what that would have done. Okay, one's dead. Okay, they both are dead. Well, technically, they were both already dead. Geomancer. Let's see. Mr. White Magic. There. And there. Yes. We've made a lot of progress, guys. Today, I'm pretty pleased with this boost thing. It makes the grind a lot easier. Oh, I messed that up. Not a big deal. I got this. No problem. If you do that poison breath, I'm gonna get really mad. That should do it for him, I would think. Yep. Yep. There were several problems with the Wii U. I actually love the Wii U, quite honestly. But here are the problems with it. Problem number one, it used the Wii name. And all the marketing was about the controller instead of the console. So most of the customer base who was uneducated, in their defense, they were ignorant, because everyone's ignorant about something, thought that the tablet was the Wii U instead of a whole new console. And I had to talk to people about it, and they were like, oh, no, I just want the tablet. It's like, you can't just buy the tablet. It's useless without the Wii U. But I have a Wii. Yeah, but they just didn't understand. And that was problem number one with it. And problem number two is they marketed it completely wrong. There you go. Got your time mage level 3 there. Good, good, good. How close are we? 450's almost there. 400's almost there. Yeah, if they wouldn't have called it the Wii U, it would have done better, quite honestly, because they would have recognized what it was. They had no idea. Yeah, I like the Wii U. I still have mine. I got no problems with it at all. I just have like 10 or 12 games for it though. Yeah, Wii Bowling is the entire reason that console did that Wii sold well was because of Wii Bowling. Wii Bowling, Wii Bowling, Wii Bowling, Wii Bowling. Baseball was pretty fun too. That is correct. People throwing their remotes through televisions. He's not dead yet.
I'm not dead.
Here's one. Well, the straps were not available at first. The first launch of the first several waves of the Wii console did not have straps. The straps came later. You'd have to send a thing off to Nintendo to get them. And then after that, they started putting them on all of the Wii, but 100% true there. Oh my. Okay. But are getting close to Yes, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I worked the Wii launch. I remember.
Can we kill that thing, please? Before it casts that stupid fire thing, or that poison thing?
Yeah, that's... Since no one bought the Wii U, they put them on the Switch and acted like they were brand new games. 100% true. 100%. 100%. Yeah, Donkey Kong, frickin' Smash Brothers, Mario, all that stuff. First several waves of Wii U games were just on, or the Switch games were on the Wii U. New Super Mario Brothers, all that stuff. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to lunch. So give me 1 hour. Yep, exactly. I'm gonna go to lunch. Give me 1 hour, guys. I'm gonna probably wolf down a sandwich, have a Coke, and I'll be back, and we're gonna continue playing Final Fantasy V. We are rapidly getting done with these jobs, and it's making me very happy. And Ferris doesn't have a lot trained because I put her on some of the more difficult ones to max out. But anyway, guys, give me 1 hour. I'll be back, and we're going to do this. If you've not done so yet, please follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube. Like, comment, share my stuff. I'd appreciate that. Look at that. Thank you, Dad Man Walking. I can't wait to eat. I'm really hungry. So don't go far, guys. Give me 1 hour, and I'll be back, okay? Guys, take care, and I'll